Let's see if I get a couple of people up in here. Let's see how this one goes. All right, y'all bear with me one sec. All right, testing one, two, three. All right, somebody let me know if they can hear me or not. What my comments at? Let's see. Why is my comments not coming up? Don't tell nobody, y'all. Bear with me. Hey, it's been a minute. All right, Mr. Tommy Tom, how's it going? How's it going? Um, okay, I think I'm good now. Bear with me. Loud and clear. Appreciate that, sir. Appreciate it. Uh, I got a special guest coming on, y'all, today. Let's see. All righty. What up? It's your boy guys got G-Way. What up? Out here in Racine, Virginia. Racine, Virginia. Um, I came across a video, and once I came across the video, I saw it in my feed that one guy was up. I saw the video on my feed, and it it struck me, and I looked at the video. You know how you see stuff on Facebook, whatever the case may be. Saw the video, and I looked down like this guy's really talking some good stuff, but you know how some of us owner operators is. You know, in the trucking industry as a whole. And then I want to say, like, the video dropped like July 11th. And the next day, I saw that one guy, everything good. I saw the video again, and this time it was in a trucking group. And when I saw it in the trucking group, I watched the video again because he was talking good stuff, and it um it had like 10,000 views. It was like, whoa, this guy's like getting a grassroots movement, and just everything he was talking about, he pretty much hit it nail on head about how the industry is going right now, with the rates just plummeting. It's a broker's market. He breaks things down very cornbread side. For a guy like me, yeah, that's what I got to get. Um, and it's just powerful how this one video sparked it. The day is the what, the 15th, 16th. Last time I checked, the video had 23,000 views, so it was a good grassroots video starting up. I think he's on to something special. I reached out to him so I can talk to him and get him on the channel. Matter of fact, he's supposed to be on the channel now. Let me check in with him. Bear with me, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Bear with me. John, what's going on? What's going on, John? Hey, you got it? Yeah. I sent you the link. Sent you a new link. All right. All right. All right. Okay, he'll be jumping on here in a second, guys. And like I said, it's just amazing to me that he picked up that much momentum and replies to his video. And I'm gonna go ahead and add him in.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing today, sir?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing, man?
All right, all right. I'm just giving everybody real quick. Once again, I go over it again. I came across your video on my feed, and we're not friends, Facebook friends, but your video popped up in my feed. And when I saw your video, it it struck me. I'm like, this guy really is telling the truth about the trucking industry in the state. Okay. The next day I saw your video, it was in a trucking group and it had
Uh
like 10,000 views. And I'm like, wow, this guy gives some momentum with it. And
yeah.
so I think that's right when I reached out to you, sir. And
hmm
you know, and we talked and I say, listen, I want to interview you. And as of right now, I looked at it, your video almost got 25,000 views. Have
Uh-huh.
you ever did any social media posts before?
I've done social media posts before, like just with Facebook, but I mean, with this situation here and knowing the value of social media, man, I mean, this issue was an issue that, I felt passionate about. So,
Oh, we lost you for a second.
now for, I've been doing trucking now for, probably for like 14, 15 years, man. And started out as a driver just like everybody else, and went on to get a truck and go on as a carrier. I did the owner operator thing and then went on as a carrier. And I mean, it's the only opportunity that we got, man, to get this a piece of this pie that we call the American dream, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And the way that the market is going right now, man, and how bad it's getting, to watch the war that's going on between, the bidding war between the brokers. It just needs to be more transparency in what's going on in this field, man. And the government needs to intervene, man. You know what I'm saying? The way they got it set up is real bogus, man. And so
Yeah.
I just felt like somebody got to speak up, man. And me, I ain't never been one that's been scared to speak about anything when it comes to speaking my mind, man. I'm all the way in and fully geared to speaking whatever I feel passionate about.
Right, right. And that's what drew me to your video. You broke it down cornbread size and very passionate about the situation. With the time that you've been in trucking, could you explain your career, the part that you took, company drive and so forth?
Yeah, I started in like 2008 as a company driver, and I went to the school. I went to a school up here in Wisconsin. They had a program that paid for uh, newly built truckers coming in. So I got paid. My stuff got paid for by the state, and I came out. Came out, changed my life around, and got into trucking. And my first job I got was over the road and as a driver. And I went through my experiences as a driver. I mean, like, man, this road to where I'm at right now, man, it ain't never been easy. It ain't never been easy. And anybody who a trucker, they know. They know the loopholes of what it is to be a company driver. They know what it is. I mean, hey, man, you got your ups and you got your downs. You know, I mean, you take the good, you take the bad, you take the bitter with the sweet, man. But it's a living. You know what I'm saying? And most people do it because we enjoy what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't be in it so long if we didn't enjoy what we do. And so that's what it is for me, man. I enjoy what I do, and I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, for over 14 years, man. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no slowing down. You know what I'm saying? I intend to do this until I retire. You
Yeah.
know, and so just because it's a pitfall in the road, man, hey, we gonna keep it moving like a Mack truck.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, and in your video, you broke things down pretty good as far as the mega carriers, the smaller carriers, and the bidding war against each other, driving the prices down. How the brokers cropping stuff off top. Um, yeah, it's just to the point that we need to get together and show some kind of unity.
Well,
You
the
know,
way the government got it set up, man, where we have to have, even as carriers, we got to go through brokers to get the load, but to get the loads and we could book our own loads and things of that stuff, but you still got to go through some type of broker or something like that. Here's the thing, you know, the way this market is going now, everybody it's getting doggy dog, man. Everybody is getting greedy. The brokers has got a tight squeeze on this, so tight. You know what I'm saying? And then I mean I hear a lot about, well, we got a foreign explosion where when the foreigners come in, they underbid us and all that. Well, they got overheads and everything just like we got. And then it's new truck companies that's coming in, new guys that come in. They buy these trucks. They get an overhead that's top heavy. If you're overhead top heavy, it's got to be paid by any means. Now, the market the way it is right now, if you got a top heavy overhead, you might as well cancel Christmas because you're gonna be selling your truck and going out of business, man, and going out of business in a year. I guarantee you. God forbid if anything, because if you take a loads that's going 180 miles, 200 miles, you know what I'm saying, for $200. Well, if that tire, you break down the tire, if a tire break down, man, you talking $400 to fix it. So not only did you lose, you know what I'm saying, not only did you lose money, you didn't gain
mm,
nothing. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Not only did you just do a load for 200, you lose that money, but you lose even more money out of your kitty, man, because you got to pay to get these repairs done. And that's what, new truck owners, you know what I'm saying, owner operators, they come in, man, and they don't come in prepared. A lot of them don't come in prepared, man, for what's going to happen if in case the truck break down. You always got to have a maintenance account or some type of financial plan, you know what I'm saying, to keep you steady in the game because like man we dealing with some critical times that's hard to deal with right now, man. you know
right.
I mean it's hard.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. One of my favorite sayings: a guy to sit behind a desk and push a load out to a small carrier owner operator, whatever the case. His printer breakdown, he go to Walmart. You know, we get a blowout, we got to either pay for a tow truck, roadside assistance, whatever the case may be. And plus, not to mention, this that time of the year for our heavy highway usage tax. It's that time of the year insurance renewal. It's crazy. Our
Hey,
overhead is up here. You know,
man, listen, man, and I mean the DOT is relentless, man. When they want when Uncle Sam, he ain't wearing that red suit and them funny boots for nothing, man. He want his. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, man, with the DOT, man. Our To be honest with you, the renewals and the heavy use tax, all that stuff, man, this shit is excessive, man. It's excessive because the market ain't even the same no more. You
mm,
know what I
mm,
mean? The market ain't even the same no more. So but it's like, my sympathy is towards truckers, man, and I just think it's just been way too long. You know what I'm saying? The sacrifices that we make during COVID, man. I'm talking about truckers was moving, like COVID didn't exist. You know what I mean? They had us moving like COVID didn't exist, man. But then we didn't get paid for it.
right.
This country really stuck it to us, man. And for them to be treating us the way they treating us right now, man, is an absolute disrespect to everything that we stand for and everything that we drove for. You praised us, you know what I'm saying? You built us up only to tear us right back down a couple years later. You
Hey,
know,
I don't remember them praising us.
well, everybody they everybody was saying thank God for the truckers and this and
Yeah,
that. You know what I mean? Man.
yeah,
But right after that, you stick it to us.
yeah.
You gotta understand, man. For all the essential workers need is supplies. Doctors, you got the best doctor in the world, but without supplies, he's nothing because he can't
Correct.
do nothing that he needs to do without the supplies. Who delivered the supplies? You know what I'm saying? Where
Mm-hmm.
they get their supplies from? Where the hospitals get their supplies from? That came from us, man. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But see, here's the thing, man. And this is the campaign that I'm running for truckers. And this, you know what I'm saying? And it's know your worth. That's the campaign we running, man. Know your worth. You know what I'm saying? We got to start realizing, our worth in this country, our worth in this industry. You know what I'm saying? Because here it is, we're the backbone of this country. We're the backbone of this industry, and yet, I mean, we had this discussion before. They treat us like we at the bottom of the totem pole.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You know, we at the
Yep.
bottom of the totem pole. We merely don't even matter. You pull up into some of these distribution centers, man, and the security guards. The security guards will talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing what you got on the back of that truck that helps that the company sells that helps pay their salaries. You know what I'm saying? They don't know
Mm-hmm.
how important you is, but they will talk to you less than dirt in some of them places. You
Yep.
know,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and it's
Yep.
and it's ridiculous.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
I like the point that you also had brought up. You don't care if it come by plane, train, boat.
Hey, man, that's important. That's
Mm-hmm.
importance. That's knowing your worth, man. That's important. I mean, man, and here's the thing. If you break it down, man, that's a fact. That's a fact. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you ain't distribution centers ain't got no airport strip. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no train tracks running through it. And I ain't seen a boat that can go on concrete yet. you know, you know. I mean, man.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I just try to reach. I made that video, man, to reach, truckers abroad, man. It's time that it's time that we unite because we dropped the ball during COVID. We dropped the ball. We allowed them to work us during COVID, and we didn't ask for anything. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it was because the country was going through something, and we wanted to do our part out of love, man, for our
Yeah.
family members. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a critical time where we were losing people. People was dying, man. So it wasn't about money or being selfish. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Now,
know?
the market had shot up. Hey, appreciate that, Miss Lane. Happy pre-birthday. I appreciate that. Now the market has shot up, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry who had an inkling of he could buy a truck and get into the business, they flooded the market. Yes, the rates was high. I ain't gonna lie, it was good. It was good. It was good.
Yes, it
You know,
was.
and it shot the rates of $15,000 truck shot up to $30,000, $40,000, and people was going out there buying them. You know,
Yeah.
and saying all that to say the market has corrected itself before. Because when I came in 2017, 2018, it was a hot market. As an owner
Yeah.
operator, it was a hot market. But by
Yes, it was.
2019, it shook itself out.
Yeah.
At this point, how do you see this happening? Because I ain't been in trucking as long as you. I know you saw the deal in 2008. With this shaking of the bush, I think everybody who couldn't afford them fell out now. What do you see?
No, I mean, you got people still buying trucks, man, that's still coming in, man, because they want in so bad. And I think that's what all that's about in California, man. They had a big rush of owner operators. People went out and bought trucks and didn't don't really know the lane and all that, man. They shut them guys down, which is unfair. And let me say this to them guys out there in California, if y'all listening, man, somebody needs to challenge that law because federal law always gonna supersede state law. Okay, and the Constitution is the law of the land. Okay, man, that's this country was built on uh uh
Contracting.
families and men, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
contracting to build they own, to feed they own. So for you to make a law to excavate anybody from doing that, you taking away the American dream, from them because even the bigger companies, smaller companies, all the big companies that's doing 10 to I W2 W4, they started at 1099. The company had to start from somewhere. They started small and gain momentum, become big, just like Rent a Center and things of that sort.
Right, 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 right.
So
Um, Go ahead.
so these. I just think that was just a travesty, man, to treat those guys like that, and those guys really that's what this whole thing ain't just about just us, man. It's about truckers in general. This movement of know your worth is about truckers in general, man. It's time to take back our industry. It's time for us to do, man. We need to. A lot of people don't like to speak union, but we need to unionize, man.
Yeah,
We need to
yeah.
unionize and come together, man, under one umbrella, man, so we can speak for truckers' rights, man. You know?
I believe the word strike put a lot of fear in the people's hearts. Um, so it's almost like you got to do the politically correct thing and rename it. Me and you talked offline. Leave it on the dock. You know what I mean? leave it on the dock.
Well, here's here's the thing, man. We
Mm,
this ain't the. I mean, we truckers, man. We not bandits. We not uh uh we not hostile protesters. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have to be. See, because we got that. If you look at it, we got more control in this situation than anybody realized. All it is we just have to stand together and say, "Hey, we not moving." You know
right.
what I'm saying? We not moving. You know,
Mm-hmm.
train workers did it. The guys that worked on the rail yard, they did that about 4 years ago. You know?
A year ago. A year ago
Yeah.
too. Remember
Well, yeah.
they did it. They didn't like their contract. They did it again.
Dump truck drivers did it a lawsuit to get their money that they was paid for overtime and things of that sort. Saying this. Let me tell you something. See, this is the thing that I don't understand, and this is why. And pay attention, truckers, because this affects this affects everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even the trucker that works as a company driver. Let me tell you. You know why is it that trucking is the only industry that's not that don't have to follow the the constitutional right to overtime. You know, the federal
Mm-hmm.
law states that you're supposed to be paid time and a half after 40 hours, after 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? Why is
Mm-hmm.
it that trucking is the only industry that's permitted not to do so?
Mm-hmm.
You got guys working 14 hours straight time,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
straight time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what they did in California, now those guys that decided who figured it out to get out on their own and try to do it on their own so that they can better provide themselves, maximize their earning potential. Well, they just took that from them to try to force them into going back to work for somebody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Basically, yep. Back to becoming company drivers. That is true. That is true.
You know?
Like you was talking about the rail industry, they go on strike. They got their money, and then they had three major accidents back to back to back. We're gonna leave that alone.
Yeah.
The
Hey.
writers in Hollywood finna go on strike. They finna get their money.
Yeah.
The actors finna join them. They gonna get that money. UPS is finna get ready to go on strike. They are with the Teamsters Union. Um, Now we do have a group. I haven't did much research on them, but the OOIA, okay. They supposed to be the owner operators independent association. I never seen them mention the word strike or leave it on the docket, anything like that. Um,
Right.
with the grass movement that you're coming around with, you also told me some people that got in contact with you.
Uh huh.
Where do you see your vision of this going? Because you're getting a grassroots following. 25,000 views in less than a week's time. with
Right.
no social media presence is a good thing. So where do you see this going?
Well, I mean, you for anybody that's out here that's in trucking, man, and that's working, they see what it's like out here. It's not bad. It's not bad just where I'm at. I'm in the Midwest. It's not bad in the Midwest, just in the Midwest. It's bad all over the country. You know what I'm saying? So I think that you gain momentum when people can identify with one another. Identity is everything. When people can identify with what you're saying and they believe in what you're saying, it's easy to grab a hold to. And I think it's gonna get bigger. The more momentum this thing picks up, I think it's really gonna get bigger. And sooner or later, it's gonna be a date. Sooner or later, we gonna drop a date. So for you listeners out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking to try to organize a date within the next 30 days, to give other truckers some time allowed to get your finances in order. You know what I'm saying? Because I plan to unite truckers. We deal. This ain't just talk, man. I'm trying to organize this thing, man, where we gonna go into action. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be some people that ain't gonna be with it. That ain't gonna. That's got to do what they got to do. Hey, we understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, we got to make an impact on this industry, yeah, so that they can appreciate the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? As drivers, as owner operators, and as carriers, all the same, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The big carriers as well as the mega carriers. You know what I'm saying? The small as well as the big. You know what I'm saying? It's a joint effort, man. It has to
Right.
be. It
Right.
has to be.
And
You know?
even if you're a company driver, you don't know how important you are to that company.
Exactly.
Oh, if I don't deliver this load, they're gonna fire me. No, they need you way more than you need them. You have a
Well,
CDL. You can go to another company. You know.
this is true. This is true. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not gonna go that far because I'm gonna say it like this. You know what I'm saying? Drivers is the backbone of any company. You know what I'm saying? And I think, it's a lot of. I've seen some really good companies out here, man, that really do appreciate their drivers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who do some nice things in the building up their drivers. Like uh, it's a company here. I've seen them. They help put their company drivers in trucks. You know what I'm saying? I used to work for these guys, and they doing some pretty decent things. I ain't gonna say no names,
Right.
but
Right. Right.
you know what I'm saying? They doing some pretty decent things, man. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
Mm,
but my thing is, it's the market right now. You know what I'm saying? It's just everything is so doggy dog. Everybody trying to get into. You got everybody from everywhere just trying to get into your pocket, man, right now. You know what I'm saying? And they don't realize because for some reason, I don't know, it's the biggest misconception that truck drivers and truck owners got a lot of money or something for some reason. So that's why the prices on everything is so excessive because they just feel like it's an abundance of money. So everybody is in your pockets. And that's the biggest facade there is because the money is tight. The
yep.
money is
Yep.
tight right now. The
Mm-hmm.
money is tight. A lot of companies is going to fall under with the way that the market is going right now. And it really don't have to because we really got to start regulating what we do as truckers because we got to take this market back from the hands of we doing all the work, and yet you got people playing middleman and the people in the big office that's handing loads down to the middleman, and the middleman is he taking his price of the cut and then he give offer us a small piece of the pie. He taking a big fraction of it. It needs to be transparency with these brokers on what the load is actually paying. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that because what's the purpose in having them anyway? I don't know. What's the purpose?
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Um, and like you said, we carry all the overhead. shop hours, 250 an hour.
man,
Um, Diesel, you know, a tire. I ain't talking about a steer. Drive tires in about 600-700 bucks a piece
man,
now.
you better believe it. You
Yeah.
better believe it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and here's the thing. Now, see, when you stay wherever you stay at,
Handle
everybody, anybody who got a trucking company, you know what I'm saying, they got their own business connects. You know what I'm saying? You might get a better price because you deal with a person on the normal, right? You know what I'm saying? So you got certain places you know you can get tires for cheaper, this and that, because in your home state you know how to find and build those type of relationships. But God forbid your truck break down and you in a whole nother city, man. Woo! When these shops know that you ain't from the city that they from, man, they burning you up.
Man, I done paid $1,000 for a starter. Stop playing.
Man, I'm talking about, man, they burning you up. I had a I had a serpentine belt brake that had to be put on mine, and man, I paid almost close to $1,800, and it took this guy a total of like, honestly, like 11 minutes to put the damn belt on.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yep.
I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there looking stunned.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know,
Yep. Yep.
so
I
you know,
got one
man.
for you. I ain't mean to cut you off. I got one for you. Me and you talked offline. Me
Right.
and you in the same age bracket.
Uh huh.
BJ and the Bell. Truckers had a good image. You know, Smoking the Bandit. Truckers had a good
Yeah.
image. You know,
Yeah.
Big Trouble in Little China. You know, being a trucker had a mystique to it at one time. So I want to know how we went from here to down here all of a sudden. You know, um, people to come in came into the industry, but a certain group of people shouldn't make the rest of us look bad. So I'm not understanding. I think the carriers and everybody, the megas, are using it to their advantage to bring our value down.
Hey, I mean that can be said. I
Yep.
mean, I don't know how it got to this point. I just think, man, it's like to the point now, man, that the compromise is all the way out the window, man. You know what I'm saying? What has been happening is they've been taking, taking, taking so much over the years. You know what I'm saying? The brokers and the big companies, because a lot of the mega companies run their own brokerages.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So they outsource the loads that they don't want their people to do. That's basically what it is. They outsource the loads that they really don't want to be bothered with. And they used to be more compromising with those loads. Now it's to a point we didn't accept it so much for so long. Now it didn't got to a point they literally have no respect for who we are and what we do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They
Mm-hmm.
don't. And that's my problem with the industry. That's my problem
Yeah. No
because
place for us to
you know,
park.
huh?
No place for us to park.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting ridiculous. So we have to come together, man, and we have to just set an example, man. That's what I think, and set a peaceful example. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like to be honest with you, man, it's like truckers have so much control in this industry right now. You know what I'm saying? Because we take all the risk, we pay all the we share most of the cost. Why shouldn't we get most of the pie? You know what I'm saying? Why should we accept and lay down for anything else other than that? You know what I mean? Why should we? And if my dad used to always tell me, and my granddad before he passed, my granddad said, hey, growing up, he said, let me tell you something. A kid will do what he wants to do 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
a man does what he has to do. You know, a
Right.
man does what he has to do. And if you don't stand for nothing, you'll fall for everything. Not anything, every goddamn thing. And it's to the point now we falling. You know what I'm saying? So, man, all I can say is, for the truckers that's with me, I'm all the way in with you. I'm 100% into this thing with you. I'm passionate about what I believe in, and I'm headstrong and my feet is laced, my boots is laced tight, and I'm moving forward with this thing. And the campaign is know your worth. You know, know
Yeah.
your worth.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, anything that you got going on, I don't have a huge platform, but anything you got going on, I'm here to support you, man. I'm here to support you.
I
You
appreciate you,
know,
brother. I do this for us.
oh
I
yeah,
do
oh
this
yeah.
for us.
Just like early in your conversation, you were saying everybody got their hand in our pocket. We have whole support industries build their wealth off of us. You
Man, you
know,
better believe it. You better believe it. You better
yeah,
believe it. And
yeah,
then wanna,
insurance
and then
companies,
want,
whatever.
yeah, and then want to pay us, pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Come on,
Mhm.
man. Something gotta change. Something gotta change. And truckers, we just gotta stand up, and we just gotta come together. And all I'm asking for is 72 hours. Come stand with me for 72 hours. You stand with me for 72 hours. You know, I guarantee you, whenever we do make a date and we go 72 hours from there, we're gonna make a huge impact. But it's gonna take more than just me. It's gonna take more than Nate. It's gonna take more than 100 people. It's gonna take a multitude of us. You know, so independent carriers, owner operators, this is your time to stand up and make a statement. You know, and make a statement. And
Mhm.
man, California, man, be ready. Be ready, California. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate your time today, man. Any parting words you'd like to say? I'll give out your information. Your social media. I know you say you're on Facebook. Have you did anything else since then?
Uh, I mean, I ain't did nothing, but Facebook is the only platform I've used. I'm pretty much newly familiar with this stuff, so I didn't expect it to take off like it did. I'm glad it did because that was the purpose of me making it public, and telling people to share it. And I start finding different groups and start sharing it on their platforms. Um, I tried to transfer the video to TikTok, but see, like I said, I'm not really that computer savvy. You know what I'm saying? I'm more, legally savvy and things of that sort. So computers and phones is my thing, but it ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I hear you. I
I'm
hear you.
learning the social. I'm learning the social media game. I tried to stay away from social media until I start realizing how valuable it is, man. I'm like one of those old dinosaurs. Like, man, I don't want to be bothered with that mess, but I started to learn how valuable it is, man. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
'Cause like I say, you sparked the grass. In my opinion, you sparked the grassroots movement. And anybody know anything about political science? That's one of the fast. It catches like wildfire. Once you
Oh
catch a
yeah,
nerve, that you just how you explained it, you made it relatability of both.
yeah,
I made up a word, y'all.
yeah. You
You made
did.
it
Yeah, you
relatable.
did. Yeah, you did. You know what I'm saying? I knew, and I knew where you was going with it, right? But you
Yeah,
made that one up. I didn't want you,
yeah.
But I got you, my brother. I got you. I got you.
Hey,
Hey, listen, my platform, you can hit me on Facebook, Reginald Moore, email regmore414 at gmail.com. Anytime, anybody want to reach out to me, Facebook is the most common bind. You can also, I got Instagram. My Instagram is Papiano Reg. I think it's Papiano Reg 5851. Let me look and be sure. I don't want to give you no false information.
after I publish this video, it's live now, but after I republish it, I will put a link to your video underneath it, so people will be able to
Yeah,
go back and watch your original video.
man, I appreciate it, brother. You know what I'm saying? I just like to say anybody, and I pay attention to everything that's going on my page. So if you reach out to me and you leave your message, I try to respond to everybody who respond to me, because we all one and the same, man. And I'm a humble dude. I don't think I don't do this for the sake of views and for the sake of acknowledgement. I do this for the passion, and I do this because I love this industry. I love what I do. As a man, I love what I do. Uh, Trucking changed my life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm passionate about it. You know, and so anything that's trucker related, yeah, like the situation in California, and truckers that because we get a lot of times we get accidents that's not our fault. You know, where people do dumb things on the road. And I'm not saying that there ain't truckers that did made mistakes. I'm just saying, like, a lot of times people put us at risk. I'm sympathetic to those people too, to those truckers too. I'm sympathetic to anybody in this field. You
Yeah,
know,
we put our life on the line daily. I think a lot of people don't realize that we put our life on the line daily, and it don't help that everywhere you go, it's on billboards and TV commercials. Big truck accident. So it's almost like people trying to get into a big truck accident.
hey
They know
man,
not what they do, just like the words say. They don't know not what they do. Yeah.
my
And
thing
it,
is
mm,
My thing is, like I told, and if anybody ever watched my video, for those who didn't watch it, watch it. But if you watch my video, like I said, man, hey, if COVID didn't teach us anything, COVID should have taught you the value of the trucker, and what it means to us. The president, my company at that time, they told me, hell, well, the president lifted the restrictions, we could drive more hours. I said, yeah, did the president offer more money? No, I said, well, then the president, excuse my French, the president need to be the one to drive this truck. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
I'm not driving over 40. I'm keeping it legal to the DOT standards. You know what I'm saying? I'm already
mhm,
out here in COVID. You know,
yeah,
everybody else is viewed as essential except us. But like I said, let's look at the facts. Everything has gone up. Everything. That's a key element to this movement, man. Everything has gone up. Everything. Gas, eggs was damn near $8 a carton, man. Insane, bro.
yeah,
Insane. Okay,
mhm,
gas
yeah,
then went up. The cost of tires then went up. Labor then went up. Everything then went up on us. Insurance then went up.
mhm.
Okay,
And it's hard to get
insurance.
parts now. It's hard to get
Yeah,
parts.
man. Listen, everything is going up, but the rates for truckers.
Went
Come
down.
on, man.
Mhm.
Come on, man. Now
Yeah,
I'm the type of person, man. I always tell you, if you're gonna talk to me, man, make it make sense. You got to make it make sense to me. And this here don't make no sense. So, truckers, know your worth. Let's get this movement going. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can be reached at. Uh, you can hit me at Reginald Moore on Facebook.
mhm,
My name is Reginald Moore. You can hit me at RegMoore414 at gmail.com. You know, that's my email. And anybody who get in touch with me, I promise you, within the next 6 to 8 hours, I will send a reply back and respond back to you. Okay?
yeah. But like I say, my brother, anything you got going, you need to go live to help promote a message. I'm here for you. You want to sell T-shirts to raise funds or whatever? Put me on the list about the first one. I'm serious. I'm serious.
Hey,
It
man, I
takes that to
appreciate
get
that,
it
brother.
going.
I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it, brother. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Only thing I want to concentrate on right now, I don't want to sell T-shirts. I don't want to do nothing. What I want to do is I want to get this movement going for truckers. Is what I
yeah.
want. That's what
Mm-hmm.
I want. That's the first and foremost thing I want is to get this movement for truckers going, and I want it to be a nonviolent process. You know what I'm saying? Because any process, I don't want to be. I want it to be nonviolent, and I want it to be a humble process. It don't have to be. It don't have to be. We don't have to do radical shit to get attention for this movement. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? All we have to do is cause an action that's gonna cause a reaction, and that action is just to stop moving, not to do anything. That's all we have to do is not do anything, and it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge,
Yeah.
But it's power in numbers. It's power in numbers. So we need to get our numbers up, and everybody need to get on one accord, and we need to make an example.
Yep. 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 Hey, I appreciate you, Mr. Reginald. I appreciate everybody that came
Man,
in to check us out. And
appreciate
like
you
I
having
say,
me, man.
yeah, and I like I said, I'm gonna put all your links in the bottom, and we'll go from there. Hey, how you doing, Mr. Leak? Yeah, we'll go from there. Like I said, once again, thank you, Mr. Reginald, and we'll be in touch. Hey, anything you need, I
Stay.
got you, my brother.
All right, my brother, man. Make sure don't make this just about this, man. Make sure you stay in touch with me, bruh.
Oh yeah, we will. Hey, leave it on the dock.
Leave it on the dock, baby.
All right, man.
All right, now take care,
All right.
everybody. Bye now.
Hey, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Like I said, I'm gonna put the links and everything down in the description. Um, yeah, like I said, I watched this man's video. First time I saw it, I saw it just in my feed. The next day I saw it, it had 10,000 views. Just checked on it not too long ago. It's close to 25,000 views. So people are listening. All we got to do, like the man said, is stick together. If you want to see change, you got to make change. All right, y'all. It's your boy Gangsta Gangsta G-Way. Peace. I'm out. Y'all be safe. Rubber side down, shiny side up, baby.